Hello everybody, my name is Araylem Zinoldina and today I am going to discuss about Information and Communications Technology ICT as a means of alleviating poverty and enhancing health. What is ICT? ICT are usually understood to refer to computers and the internet. However, this view is limited. There are more traditional and usually more common technologies of radio, TV, phones, public address systems, and even newspapers also carry information. Now, let's look to problem itself, to the scope of the poverty. The World Bank reports that of the world's 6 billion people, 2.8 billion, almost half, live on less than $2 per day. How do they live? Poverty in Africa. 20,000 people die in Africa every day. 184 million suffer from malnutrition. Only 1 in 3 children finish school. 800 million people go to bed hungry every day. 300 million are children. Every 3.6 seconds another person dies. Most of them are children under 5.
There are people dying. Oh, when it's time to lend a hand to life, the greatest gift of all.
Did you ever have to drink dirty water? They still smile, yet they have close to nothing. Less than 50% of the African population have access to hospitals or doctors. The average life expectancy in Africa is 41 years. What can you do to help fight poverty? Think about all the dying children. And what you could do for them. They need as much help as we can offer. Do your part and you could save the children from a horrible death. How can we let this happen? Things never change. 40 years ago, poverty was the same as it is today. In Africa, millions of people are still dying every year. We, the people, are their last hope. How can ICT help? Specific ICT applications. Radio has achieved impressive results in the delivery of useful information to poor people. The radio has been used extensively to disseminate health information, weather forecasts, and so on. Television. Not as common as a radio, but has been useful in some settings. In Vietnam, 2 universities in the Makengo Delta region work with the local TV station to broadcast weekly farmers' workshops that are watched by millions. Telephone. With the introduction of the GSM, there has been a massive expansion of telephone services in the rural areas where the poor live. This has delivered significant benefits to the poor. The phones are mostly used for exchanging price and business and health-related information. Village telephones facilitate job searches, improve access to emergency medical care. Public address systems, commonly used in China and Vietnam, where to deliver public information, announcements, and the daily news. PA systems are more localized than radio, but are technically simpler and less expensive. We can successfully use of ICT for poverty alleviation. The first one, distributing locally relevant information, where information is provided in a local language and the locally relevant content, the community can benefit significantly. The targeting disadvantaged and marginalized groups. ICT has been used to benefit disadvantaged groups such as women, disabled, non-English speakers, and so on. Such groups usually require special assistance and attention if they are to benefit from programs that are targeted to poor people. The third one is promoting local entrepreneurship, natural capital, financial capital, human capital, social capital. Fourthly, improving poor people's health. Healthcare is one of the most promising areas for the poverty alleviation through the use of ICT. This can be achieved in the following areas. The first one, to facilitate remote consultations, diagnosis, and treatment. Radio and TV have a history of efficiently facilitating the dissemination of public health campaigns and disease prevention strategies in developing countries. In a conclusion, alleviating poverty with ICTs is not as straightforward as merely installing the technology, but it is not conceptually complex either. Provided a few relatively simple principles can be followed, it seems likely that widespread poverty alleviation can be achieved with ICT.